Daniel soon became part of the plan. With a small knife, he scraped peach fuzz from a peach and hid it inside a pen cap. When he walked past Mrs. Harris, he quietly flicked the peach fuzz onto her. Almost at once, she began coughing badly from her allergy. This was exactly what Adrian, Clara, and Henry had planned. The coughing forced Mrs. Harris to go to the hospital. Henry followed her there, pretending to take selfies but actually snapping her photo. Later, while driving Evelyn to the store, he showed her the picture and told her that Mrs. Harris was sick. At first Evelyn did not pay attention, but Henry added that the illness was dangerous and could harm Daniel, which made her worried. Clara had also prepared her step. She had saved more peach fuzz and waited for Henry's message. When he warned her they were almost home, she pretended to fetch water from the fridge. As she passed by Mrs. Harris, she shook the peach fuzz onto her. At that exact moment, Evelyn returned and saw Mrs. Harris coughing hard. Henry acted quickly, showing tissues covered with tomato juice to make them look bloody. Evelyn believed the trick and dismissed Mrs. Harris. Soon after, Henry's wife stepped in to replace Mrs. Harris as the new housekeeper. With this, Adrian, Clara, Henry, and their mother had all entered the Chun home. They enjoyed good food, soft beds, and a life of comfort, but they were still not satisfied. One weekend, when Evelyn, Richard, Isabel, and Daniel went camping, Adrian, Clara, Henry, and their mother stayed inside the mansion. They soaked in the tubs, slept in the beds, and drank wine as if the house belonged to them. Their celebration stopped suddenly when the doorbell rang. Mrs. Harris had returned, saying she had left something behind on the day she was fired. Out of guilt, Richard had once told her she could collect it, and so Adrian and the others let her inside without knowing this would bring disaster. Mrs. Harris lingered in the house, and Henry went to check the basement. There he discovered a hidden passage leading to a secret room. Inside, a man had been hiding for 4 years. He was the husband of Mrs. Harris, and he was a wanted criminal. Henry tried to call the police, but Mrs. Harris begged him not to. At that same moment, Adrian, Clara, and their mother also came downstairs. When Adrian cried out in pain, the family's secret was exposed. Mrs. Harris realized she had been tricked by them, and that was why she had lost her job. The balance of power shifted. Mrs. Harris and her husband recorded video evidence and forced Adrian, Clara, Henry, and their mother to kneel on the floor with their hands raised. For a brief time, the mansion belonged to Mrs. Harris and her husband instead. The G family, however, did not give up. Waiting for the right chance, they attacked together and managed to overpower the pair. Adrian was just about to delete the video evidence when the phone rang. It was Evelyn, calling to say that heavy rain had ended the camping trip early and the family would be home in 8 minutes. The G family rushed into action. Clara cleaned the rooms, Adrian and Henry dragged Mrs. Harris and her husband back into the basement, and their mother began cooking noodles to make it look like she had been busy. Just as Evelyn, Richard, Isabel, and Daniel entered the mansion, Mrs. Harris broke free in the basement. She climbed the stairs and screamed for help. At the very last second, Henry's wife kicked her back down, silencing her once more. For the moment, the G family had covered up the danger, but the truth remained buried in the house, waiting for the day it would destroy them.